63, good luck. Oh, we've not played before, no head-to-head score. Opponent, 1200. Oh, we've done virtually identical games of Rapid. We've done just slightly over 1300. Now let's play the normal Caro and see which line that white wishes to play. He plays knight up. So takes is the correct principal book move. Sometimes I play a6, sometimes g6. But taking is the correct book move. How do I want to do this? I think I'll just play a6. Okay, he plays forward. Okay. I'm now just going to play g6 and put the bishop on the diagonal. We might get a slightly cramped position for us. We might end up getting a little bit cramped here. So we can do this. I guess we need to, just to stop white from doing that. Bishop up, pawn up, knight across. We're just looking for these sort of concepts. Oh, here we might do c4 immediately. Let's just develop our knight and put the bishop on the diagonal. Okay, he hasn't actually done c4. I'll play c5 then. I'm going to try and give the knight a square, or this knight a square, and this one to go here. We get a chance to take a center pawn, so we will. We're now better put the bishop. Do I put the bishop there? Do I go here to check? No, I haven't given myself this pawn structure. I really need the bishop on the diagonal, so we'll just try and castle. Then white will do the same thing. Shift your knight, get your bishop up, castle, that sort of concept. But obviously white chooses their own moves. Then you can bring the knight here or the knight here, but this is a logical move. We can castle immediately. We can throw a check in, but we want to break the pin or protect the knight. But if I go here, this knight can go here. Then this one can come like this. I'm not sure. Not sure. I think I'll actually just go cautiously. So I'll play this knight up to guard, just in case he might be looking for moves like this and to fly down the board. So we won't commit to castling just yet. We could throw a check in. If he blocked with a queen, I'd be very happy to trade into an endgame. I'm quite happy playing endgames with anyone and everyone. And if we break the pin, maybe a move like knight 4, just put some gentle pressure on the center, or h6. From white's point of view here, you really want to just find a way to get your king safe. That's all you're really looking at, but there's no immediate danger having said that. That's exactly what he's done. Knight across to free the bishop, prepare castling. So we'll castle now. There's no longer an option to check. So his logical development move. We've got queen up here, hitting a pawn and hitting this pawn. Now, if everything trades off and he took, we can trade. He can maybe sack and get a second pawn, but it looks a move. So I'm going to play queen here, just attacking the pawn and see if he guards it. He might just castle and say it's a poison pawn. And if I take here, this knight would actually fall. So there's no immediate threat to capture. But we could throw in a move like h6 and hit the bishop. I guess bishop just goes back. We can play knight here as well. So we're threatening to come forward and then triple attack. But here could be a poison pawn. Got to sit and try and calculate it. Oh, he's just played knight back. So what's the idea there? He's just protecting his pawn. So he's allowing this to fall. He'll castle. And then we come back. Is it poisoned? I can actually throw the check in now and potentially trade the queen, though. I'd be really pleased with that, I think. Here or here? I'm looking at knight up as well, just to take the pressure off here. I've also got knight here, but right now this knight would fall. So rook across could be a move preparing this. It feels it's a bit dicey to try and take this. It just feels instinctively a dicey thing to do. Yeah, I'm going to play rook across to protect this knight, preparing this knight to come on. Maybe just drives his bishop back, but I think that just, it feels instinctively too risky to take. It could be fine. We'll check with the engine afterwards. It could be just a free pawn. So he has come forward, allowing the option of the queen trade. Or knight here now, bishop back, I guess. I like playing end games. I'll mind you here. If he blocks with a knight, we then could take, right? So I think queen up feels like a move. And we'll just play a nice steady end game. Okay, so we're going to take. So we've got knight here, or we can play knight here. Does it matter? There's no easy way through. There's no prospects of a clear breakthrough just yet. He's gone with the bishop to stop us going there. Logical, very logical. Okay, I'm going to just develop my bishop, preparing to bring the rook across. Really hard to actually break out of the defense here, but you never know. And with black, we're just trying to equalize the position. It's not that easy to do a lot of the time, but I'll just bring the rook across so the knight has an option to drop back if needed. He could just completely blast forward now. And how do we challenge these? That's what I'm asking myself. Don't quite see that. Now, I do have knight back here to trade rooks off. Then at the end, there could be a target. So knight back feels like a move. What about knight up? I don't quite like that, but I just don't see any other movement. Literally dropping the knight back and offering the trade. Excuse me. Yeah, it's just allergy season for me here, so apologies for that if I'm spluttering a bit. I feel fine. Okay, so we've got the option to trade a rook, and we'll bring the other one across. If he takes with the rook, though, there is a loose pawn, but then his rook's going to blast in. Risk and reward, so we probably got to be cautious and play a rook over. He's gone with the knight. Okay. Well, I think it still makes sense to bring the rook across anyway, but there's no squares to actually get into. Pawn down. If I take, he takes. The knight does double attack with the bishop. Can I risk going forward here, though? I don't think I can, because I would lose this one. So now he's played knight forward. There's still no obvious way in. So knight up. Again, there's no obvious target. I'm going to play pawn forward with a view to playing king up and bishop up, but he can easily block it and come in. I'm just trying to find some way to get some sort of move. Again, if he moves his rook now, there's still a target. So he's gone there. So I'm just going to play a king here to try and deal with this, or trade the bishop for the knight maybe. Get a bit of material off the board and try and get us some activity. So down, if I take, he takes. I can take, but he can come in with this really annoying knight. Very dangerous, very dangerous. And he has come in with the knight immediately anyhow. Okay, very logical. He's attacking my bishop. So rook up might be my only move here. I don't see any other playable move at all. Let's play rook up. Again, if I drop the bishop back to protect, he's then more liable to push, isn't he? So he takes, pawn takes. My knight then feels stuck. He's playing really well here, really well. If I push here, he just takes. Bishop back here might be an option, might be a forced option. I might not have much else I can do, but I do potentially have knight here to attack this pawn. What do I do with this? If I drop this back, my rook then gets stuck. You're vulnerable to this sort of concept. There's all sorts of threats here. It's a slight risk when you play the carrot, or you can get yourself bogged down quite a lot sometimes. Solid, but bogged down. And then one slight slip, difficult. So I'm wondering whether I've got a move like knight here or knight here. Keep this one here, but again, it feels like you don't want the knight on the side of the board like this, but where do I go to? If I come back, it just invites a heap full of trouble, right? Here, sack a pawn, and there's nowhere to go forward. And now, if I sack a pawn, this would be loose, but he'd attack my rook. So he's looking to actually blast on, but after trades, I can maybe then go here, right? I think I need to drop back. I've got bishop up here as well, but I think I need to get the bishop back so it's not attacked. And if down takes, say pawn takes, pawn up to kick the knight. Maybe you've still got knight in, but it feels... not sure. But if down takes, bishop takes, I can give up my knight, right? So I think I have to take. I don't think I've got any move other than taking here. He does have this concept of coming in as well. So I think I kind of have to go here now. And it stops his bishop going here. It allows knight in, but then his knight's stuck on the rim as well. But I've got nowhere to go forward to. So I'll have to come back, won't I guess. 2 would attack that, but 2 protect it. But he could just go sensible, just drop back, and what am I going to do? I'll probably play a bishop here and try and trade either knight here or the bishop, and then get my knight in. But right now it's a real struggle, and this knight can't come back to run anywhere. Can't go forward, so I'm kind of a bit stuck. Oh, mind you, we're actually up on the clock this game. Yeah, it feels like opponent's been using their time a little bit more wisely. I've been going that little bit too quick, haven't I? But we just look at the board here, and there's no squares to go forward to at all. So I can drop back here, the logical move. Then if he goes here, he's threatening to unleash on this, but the pawn's then loose. Oh, he might be going here, I guess, but there's no other move for me, is there? I guess I have to drop back, just common sense, there's no other move. I can't really go here or here and concede the file. If he goes here and trades the rook, I'll do it, but then there's a pawn loose. If I could swap these two, I'd be happy, because then it's a nice solid position. That's the danger for black here, is if this white pawn breaks through. If them 2 pawns vanish, it would be a nicer position to play. So I've got knight here or bishop up now. If I play bishop up and he plays knight in and I take, he could go with the bishop. I can move my knight forward to attack this pawn, and then I've got a square here. So I'm just going to go here and try and shift one of these bishops to give myself a square somewhere. Again, if knight comes in, I think I'm fine to take. Even if he goes with a pawn, we can maybe put the knight forward to attack this pawn. And then if he defends it with the bishop, we can start getting active with a rook. I'm just more thinking ahead though, concepts rather than calculation there. And that's exactly what he's done. Okay, so we'd already figured out this is what we want to do. So I can go forward and attack a bishop and leave my knight hanging. But I have to see if I go here, is it a counter punch? So rook here now, and say he takes it and I take it. That's then really weak, and there's a good chance they'll fall. So that feels like it's a move. Now, does he have a good counter blow? He can take, and I can take, and he then takes here, but I can then take here. He can come here to attack this, but I can take this as well. So that feels like it would all be good trades. The other option is, say, knight forward, because I don't really have any other moves. Knight forward to attack the pawn. So if I go here, if he plays bishop back, we just take it anyway. He's got no other way to protect the pawn. You're not realistically going to go here. I mean, I guess he could, but you wouldn't. Well, maybe he would. Let's see. But knight here is a move as well. And if he takes, we just take here. And we've got rid of the light squared bishop. It's just risk and reward. Let's play the slightly safer looking move and play knight forward to hit the pawn. Bishop back, I'll just simply trade, and then rook c3, I think. If we just get one of the bishops off the board, it feels like it's easier to try and find squares for the rook. The 2 bishops very powerful. And again, he's got to keep this double protected because it's double attacked. If we can swap these 2 off, we'd be happy, and he has gone there. So can I go here first then? But he just takes here, doesn't he? He just takes there. So I think we take, and we play up, and we attack here. He'll probably have to guard. Now, can I get in here? Might be better to put my king on a dark square first, but I can do this to go here, right? So here, say he goes here. I could then immediately just take the pawn, but I'm vulnerable to the rook coming in. I could take with a knight then. That looks like a nice move to me. It might not be, but it looks it. I'm losing a bit of my time advantage now. I'm threatening to come here and triple attack. But if he comes here to come in, I'd have to take with the knight, so I guard here, and I've got one move to come back, I hope. If he comes here, oh, I could be in trouble, actually. Oh, he's played knight forward, and he's attacked our bishop as well. So is there a trick there? Take, 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 there is not. So that's my only move to keep my bishop. The only move I've got. I didn't see that move, got to be honest, didn't see it. And now if I come back here, he can attack my knight, and that's double protected. So I've given myself a problem, actually, but has he got the finish in the time? I just want rid of these. mean, obviously I can sack a piece to get rid of it, but then everything trades off. If I don't win the pawns over here, that's a problematic. I need my king here, so he's gone for that now. So can I go here then? So if I go here, I mean, I can check. No, I don't like that. I think I should just go here, right? I have to. So now I triple attack this pawn. If I can just trade these and not concede this. The risk is if it all trades off and he comes here and he gets a double attack, I'm going to lose the pawn. That's problematic. So I've got to move the knight first, I think. But the bishop pins his bishop, might force a trade, and then I take, and then if he comes in, I can guard. But he's still got the knight check here, knight check here, and we're in a mating net. Ooh, we might be in a mating net. I need the rooks off the board. Oh, and he's gone across this way. Ooh, that doesn't feel right to me. Because right now, he doesn't have a knight check that's useful. That's given me that king move that I needed to guard my pawn. I think he needs his rook here to do knight check and here, and there's a mating box. But now we're threatening to actually get rid of this 3 attack it and 2 defend it. So it feels like we've done well. I need to use some time. Oh, he's hung his bishop. He's just hung his bishop. He's just had a lapse in concentration, has he? So I can just take here now. Oh, the way he's played that man, it was as though it was deliberate, but I think I can just take. If he trades a knight, yeah, it doesn't matter if I lose this pawn, it doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter at all, we should be really good now, just avoid a stalemate. So say, if I go here, he's definitely got legal moves, hasn't he? Oh, I've hung my bishop, what am I doing? I'm mixing my moves up. Oh, what the hell? I've mixed my moves up in the same way that my opponent did. Oh, what the hell? I meant to move the bishop first and then the rook. Oh, I can't believe I've done that. So what about here? No, I'm going to come back and play on. I'm going to try and push. I can't believe I've just blundered the piece back. I'm going to play on now because of the clock. Because I think I can. Okay. Well, now I can go for the checkmate threat. He's in a mating box here. And I can guard the pawn here as well. That's just checkmate. He didn't see it. So we both blundered a piece for no good reason whatsoever. That's what happens all sometimes. You're thinking ahead, you mix your moves up. Ooh, so let's just see what it was in engine speak. So it's 46 moves. They're the move times for both players. Still a good game though, but it was, you can see how we're very bogged down defensively, so it can be difficult with a Caro sometimes. It's like safe, sensible chess, but can be difficult to attack. So plus 5.3, yeah, and I just mixed my move order up, thinking ahead, and blundered the bishop straight back. And it was completely level in this position. Complete level. He just blundered a bishop completely level, and then we blundered it back to completely level. So it's really just settled by a couple of blunders, but yeah, we're worse out the opening, -3, 86 and 78 on the accuracy, but there would have been basically the same but for them couple of moves. So just have a flick through. You see nothing being flagged from either side. All these opening moves, we've just got a slightly bogged down position. And then here, engine wants me to be a bit bolder here and play f6 and try and smash things open. Not my natural style of play that, but something I need to learn from. So I should be playing f6 there. E takes is all it gives. So f6, pawn takes, bishop takes, and then it's up to white whether you trade or drop back. More attacking style, more attacking style. I was just guarding my knight. So queen d2 should have launched one with h4. Yeah, dangerous, dangerous. Queen b4 was good, takes was good. Bishop d7 was good. And then I needed to actually be bold here and play b5. Doesn't that... Oh, that might be what I needed to swap all these off then. b5 takes, takes, h3 instead of taking the pawn. If you take the pawn, rook across, takes, takes. Okay, what's wrong with just taking the pawn there? So if you were to take here, oh, we've got the basic tactic. Just take this pawn back. Just got a nice tactic, win a center pawn. You've got an outside pawn for white and it's just level still. It's still just completely level. You just got to take the time to see that tactic. You'll see that if you do lots of Puzzle Rush. You see tactics like that in lots of puzzle rush. So that was a blunder by me. Then yeah, so then white should have just been pushing on and blasting forward. So still better for white. Knight a7 was good. Trade rooks was good. And then here, yeah, I didn't see what to do. I should have played rook to b8 and conceded the file. But then you've got a move like this coming. It's very counterintuitive, isn't it? Rook to b8, knight to c5 would be the move, mine. That's what I should have done. So it's +2 for white here. So we're in a struggle position. And here I needed to play bishop forward again, just inviting the pawn to come on instead of rook up. And now it's 2.9 with the bishop going back. So here I had to drop the knight back. b5 was good. But here he should have gone for that idea, bishop in to attack the rook. So if we drop back, you just lose a pawn here, don't we? And it's just collapsing for us. So that was the mistake. We managed to secure that side, and now it's virtually back to level, and we're level or better for the rest of the game. But in reality now, it's just come down to these two silly blunders that we've both done, where we've both given away a bishop for free, and then in the end he just didn't see the checkmate threat, but he's getting low on time. Yeah, I just mixed my move order up there, what I intended to do, to try and keep the bishop instead of the pawn. And he's just stepped forward to protect his pawn here and just not seen the fact that it's a checkmate threat because the king can't run. But it's getting low on time, so it's really just a game of a couple of blunders, but still a nice game at our level, so very good.